Alright, so 2024 was an incredible year for gaming, and I have played so many games last year, but in today's video, I will talk only about 10 of the best games of the last year that you absolutely should not miss. So before you get bored of this intro, let's dive into 10 great games of 2024 every gamer must play. Few games have captured our attention quite like Black Myth Wukong. This action RPG is inspired by the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West, and it brings the legendary Monkey King to life in the most spectacular way. From the moment you step into this beautifully crafted world, you're met with towering foes, mystical landscapes, and combat that blends fluid martial arts with devastating magic. What makes Black Myth Wukong so special is how it embraces both Souls-like difficulty and dynamic combat. Every enemy you encounter is a test of skill, requiring perfectly timed dodges, counterattacks, and the clever use of your abilities. And let's not forget the bosses. They're massive, terrifying, and unforgettable. But beyond the combat, the story itself is wrapped in mystery and mythology, drawing players into a world that feels both ancient and alive. If you love challenging RPGs with deep lore, this game is an absolute must-play. The Prince of Persia franchise has finally returned, and The Lost Crown proves that Ubisoft still knows how to create a thrilling adventure. This time, we step into the boots of Sargon, an elite warrior tasked with rescuing a kidnapped prince. But this isn't just a reboot. It's a full-fledged Metroidvania-style experience with intricate platforming, engaging combat, and a story filled with twists and turns. What makes this game shine is its movement. The way Sargon leaps, wall runs, and swings through environments is incredibly fluid, making every level feel like an intricate puzzle waiting to be solved. But it's not just about traversal. The combat is surprisingly deep, allowing players to chain attacks, parry enemies, and unleash devastating time-based abilities. It's a fresh take on Prince of Persia, and for fans of fast-paced action, exploration, and clever puzzle design, The Lost Crown is one of the best games of the year.
My turn.
If you thought Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice was one of the most immersive experiences in gaming, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2 takes that immersion to an entirely new level. This isn't just a game, it's a psychological journey that drags you deep into Senua's fractured mind. The first thing you'll notice is the visuals. Every detail from the raindrops on Senua's skin to the flickering firelight of ancient ruins is meticulously crafted. The game feels more like an interactive movie than anything else, and that's exactly what developer Ninja Theory intended. But what makes Hellblade 2 so powerful isn't just the graphics, it's the sound design. With binaural audio technology, the voices in Senua's head feel disturbingly real, whispering doubts, warnings, and fears as you play. Combat is brutal and intense, but the real fight is within Senua herself. It's a game that doesn't just challenge you with its gameplay, it challenges you emotionally, making it one of the most unique and gripping experiences of 2024. Few horror games are as iconic as Silent Hill 2, and now, over 2 decades later, this psychological masterpiece has been fully reimagined for modern audiences. The question is, does it still hold up? The answer is a resounding yes, if not better than ever. From the moment you step into the misty streets of Silent Hill, you can feel the weight of James Sunderland's story. His search for his supposedly dead wife takes him through some of the most terrifying and mind-bending locations in horror gaming. The remake keeps the original's unsettling atmosphere intact while upgrading everything else, improved visuals, reworked combat, and an even deeper level of psychological horror. And of course, Pyramid Head returns, more horrifying than ever. If you love horror that messes with your mind as much as it does with your nerves, Silent Hill 2 Remake is an absolute must-play. What do you get when you mix Nier, Automata, Devil May Cry, and a post-apocalyptic sci-fi setting? You get Stellar Blade, one of the most stylish and adrenaline-pumping action games of the year. In this game, you play as Eve, a warrior sent to reclaim Earth from an alien invasion. The combat is where Stellar Blade truly shines. It's fast, fluid, and incredibly satisfying. You'll be slicing through enemies with cinematic flair, dodging massive attacks, and executing perfectly timed counters. But it's not just about fighting. The world itself is beautifully crafted, blending the ruins of a fallen Earth with futuristic technology. And as the story unfolds, you'll uncover secrets that go far deeper than just an alien invasion. If you love games with deep combat mechanics, an engaging story, and jaw-dropping visuals, Stellar Blade is a must-have on your list. Survival horror fans, this one's for you. Still Wakes the Deep takes you to an isolated oil rig in the middle of the North Sea where something has gone horribly wrong. With no weapons, no escape, and nowhere to hide, this game isn't about fighting, it's about surviving. The atmosphere in Still Wakes the Deep is suffocating. The crashing waves, the howling wind, and the creaks of metal under stress make you feel completely alone. But you're not. Something is hunting you, and you'll need to use every bit of your wits to stay alive. This game is all about tension. The first-person perspective makes every moment feel real, and the lack of combat forces you to think fast and move smart. If you loved the horror of alien isolation or amnesia, this game is going to get under your skin in the best and worst way possible.
All personnel need to get to their nearest evacuation point. Don't you all get too excited now. You'll all be back at work in 15 minutes once I get all this nonsense straightened out.
Fucking bastard. Oh, come on.
Who doesn't love Indiana Jones? Bethesda's Indiana Jones and the Great Circle finally gives players the chance to step into the boots of the legendary adventurer, and let me tell you, this isn't just some generic action game, it's an authentic Indiana Jones experience. The game blends first-person and third-person gameplay, letting you crack the whip, brawl with enemies, and of course uncover ancient mysteries. The world is filled with detailed environments, from dusty tombs to Nazi strongholds, each packed with puzzles and traps straight out of the movies. One of the coolest things about the Great Circle is its dedication to storytelling. It doesn't just throw you into action, it makes you feel like you're in an Indiana Jones film, complete with daring escapes, thrilling chases, and yes, plenty of Nazi punching. If you've ever dreamed of being indie, this game is a dream come true.
Don't you want to know what this is all about?
You're damn right I do.
If you thought Elden Ring was finished, think again. Shadow of the Erdtree is not just a simple DLC, it's practically a full-fledged expansion that adds new regions, new bosses, and new lore to one of the best RPGs ever made. This time, you venture into the Land of Shadow, a mysterious and haunting realm filled with twisted landscapes and nightmarish creatures. From Software has once again crafted an experience that will push even the most seasoned players to their limits. But the real draw? The bosses. If you thought Millennia was tough, just wait until you see what this expansion has in store. Every fight is a brutal test of skill, patience, and pure determination. If you're an Elden Ring fan, missing Shadow of the Erdtree isn't an option. It's an essential part of the journey. The Final Fantasy VII Remake project has been nothing short of incredible, and Rebirth takes everything to the next level. This is where the story truly opens up, taking us beyond Midgar and into the wider world of Gaia. If you thought Final Fantasy VII Remake was impressive, just wait until you see what Rebirth brings. The open world design lets you explore classic locations in stunning detail, from the peaceful fields of Calm to the dense forests of Gongaga. But don't get too comfortable. Shinra and Sephiroth are always one step ahead, and danger is lurking around every corner. Combat is better than ever, blending real-time action with strategic planning. Switching between characters feels smoother, abilities are more powerful, and summons are more cinematic than ever. And with an expanded story, new side quests, and deeper character development, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is everything fans hoped for and more.
Let's do this.
If you love narrative-driven horror games, you probably already know about Until Dawn, but now this terrifying classic has been completely rebuilt for modern consoles, making it more immersive and more terrifying than ever. The Until Dawn remake keeps the same gripping story, a group of friends stuck on a snowy mountain, being stalked by something sinister, but this time the visuals have been completely reworked, making every character, every shadow, and every horrifying moment look unbelievably real. The choices you make determine who lives and who dies, and with the improved AI and animations, the tension is at an all-time high. Every mistake feels weightier, every decision more crucial. If you love horror games that keep you on edge, this is one of the best ways to relive or experience for the first time one of the best horror stories in gaming.
Jessica, I'm coming! I'm coming! Jessica!
Help me! Oh no! Michael!
Jess! No! Oh, God! No, Jessica! Oh, my God. Jess! Jess, are you okay?
Help.
And there you have it. 10 incredible games from 2024 that every gamer needs to play. Which of these games are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming content. See you in the next one.